I know it exists.
I watched some episodes and it's definitely a thing. I feel like I can't say much about outside of that.
Okay.
Do we have time? Yeah, screw it, why not? Okay, so Shaman King, right? So, like, I feel like I gave this show not nearly enough credit before. Cause yeah, like Hal has the one minion with like, you know, the headdress and stuff. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the Egyptian guy. You remember that? You hear, Lucky?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I feel like I completely underestimated how obvious the Egyptian characters were going to be.
Shaman King doesn't go for subtlety.
Yeah, I expected way more salty than this show was like ready for.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, the series that gave us like the Native American wielding like a totem pole laser cannon.
The leader of the X-Laws literally is attempting to take on the sins of the world as like in the name of justice or whatever.
Oh man. Like this, I did not expect it to go this direction. Like, so I should probably point out, like, this is like further than I've really experienced the series as far as I'm aware. Like, I feel like I did catch one chapter way later on, but like, my childhood memories only go up as far as like vaguely remembering Ayer's Rock, and then like one fight after that. So this is like all new to me now, like for sure.
Alrighty.
Like it was pretty much all new before because I was working with memories when I was like 5 or some crap, but like yeah, no, now it's like super all new. So it's like when the X-Laws just show up and they're like, oh yeah, the X in X-Laws stands for 10. We are representing the 10 commandments. It's like, oh, huh. Alright.
Yeah, in the dub in the subs he doesn't say 10 commandments. He says the 10 laws or something. Which I guess is the same idea, but
yeah, the manga like just straight up says it's the 10 commandments. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so it's weird because the X-Laws seemingly don't follow one singular religion. It seems to be that they follow justice itself.
Yeah, they're vaguely like, alright, before it's like they're basically missionaries, right? Like, that's the implication.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're militarized missionaries who, like, you know, fight with, like, you know, like, Christian-styled, like, you know, like, modern aesthetic angels that are also robots. Yeah. Well, I guess as much, like, modern Christian-styled angels as you could get while still being, like, mechas, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then it's like, turns out that it's like, you know, their leader is in this, like, Iron Maiden, and their whole deal is they fight with, like, Shamson, I think is? Shamash? Yeah, something like that. Shamash, yeah. Who is, like, the ancient, like, progenitor of, like, I believe it's, like, yo, what, like...
It's the ancient Mesopotamian god of justice.
Yeah, it's like, yo... I forget what, like, I guess it would be Mesopotamia, but, like, I forget what actual, like, culture that would be, like, a part of or whatever, if it would be, like, you know, tied to anything like Marn or anything like that.
Mesopotamia is about as old as it gets.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like there's a word for that, like, you know, for that, like, region or those, like, people or whatever that's, like, starts with an S that I don't remember.
Sumerian?
Yeah, that was it, Sumerian. I think that's right. Is that? I don't know. I'm not good at like this area of history.
This article I have open does have Sumerian as a word.
Okay, so they probably are Sumerians then. But yeah, it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of, like, like, Christian doctrine or whatever is, like, have, like, like, a corruption of, like, ideas from, like, that older, like, Sumerian religion that were, like, kind of, like, turned into something else. Because I know they did do that with a lot of our cultures.
Mm.
Like, specifically, yeah, I know there's a whole thing where it's like, like, Christians that are, like, trying to, like, convert a lot of people in, like, Norway and stuff, and they're trying to, like, convert, like, the Norse and the Vikings, and they end up, like, taking some ideas from their culture and kind of, like, cross-pollinating into, like, their own religion and stuff to make it easier to, like, convince people, Stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, like, it's actually super interesting. There's, like, entire, like, stories and, like, like, I forget which came first, but yeah, there's, like, a whole thing, like, Norse culture about, like, the race of Cain, which is, like, I believe taken from, like, the biblical Cain and Abel. And it's supposed to be, like, oh, Cain was, like, the first murderer, so he got cursed, so, like, all his descendants are like horrible crazy monsters that they use for like other things in Norse mythology. Something like that. I'm pretty sure that's where like, like Grimwald and like Beowulf comes from like the race of Cain.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm getting way off track. Sorry, what are you saying?
What's her face? Miss Maiden,
Yeah.
John. I'm not sure how they say her name.
I'll say Jean because like Jean is my D&D character.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. We'll go with Jean. She summons Shamash, which is an ancient Mesopotamian god, but also like her whole gimmick is medieval torture devices.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of doesn't fit because of how far apart those time periods are.
Yeah, it's like it's a very weird combination, right? It's very odd.
Yeah.
Because it feels like, they want her to be, like, connected to a god, but they didn't have, like, like a Christian equivalent of, like, a god of justice or whatever. So they're just like, eh.
I mean, literal God or Jesus.
Yeah. But we know Jesus wasn't like, well, I guess they could have done Jesus, because Jesus was like a previous shaman king, as we've established.
But
so it's like his soul might still be out there somewhere.
I don't know. It's like that's why I'm saying it's like they don't actually follow any singular religion like I thought, because all of the X-Laws seem to have angels as their like spirits. But no, it's just the concept of justice itself is what they they follow. Also, we jumped right into like the meat of the episode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, but yeah, this is a big villain episode.
Yeah, Lyserg is stronger now. Who cares?
Yeah. So there's something.
Even after Lyserg shows up and he's stronger, it's like I still don't care.
Oh man, like I honestly like this a lot because it's like, so basically it's like we start off and we get a bit of backstory for the Bose brothers, and they're like, oh yeah, how just showed up. It was like, hey, we could make your dreams come true, and they like agreed to it.
Yeah, the way they describe it and show it, how literally just appears in front of them and says, "Come with me," and they go, "Okay."
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some regrets about, having to rely on someone else to make their dream come true, but they're like, you know what, like, thanks for saving us, Chocolove, thanks for not murdering us, man.
Yeah, it's really nice, actually. I kind of like that the douchey bows dudes show up, and they're just like, we actually appreciate that you didn't murder us. We're gonna just go. We're gonna like rebrand ourselves and do music again.
Yeah, we're gonna make a new band with a new name, and it's Bozu.
Yeah, and they're like a folk,
Yeah.
folk music, which honestly is closer to what you would expect of like of a like a monk.
Yeah. I'll kind of miss, like, the funk, though,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
rock and roll monk is way more fun. But I also have a feeling we might not like they might appear in the background or like a side characters or something, but I don't think they're gonna be showing up all that much anymore.
I get the feeling Bozu's gonna, like, show up way more than we expect. I did not expect them to be as big of a part of the story as they are. But yeah, like, so they're off doing their own thing now, and, like, we finally get Lyserg's match, and oh boy. Because Lyserg's team is, like, X1 of the X-Laws, so they're fighting a group called the Niles, who are just, like, Egyptian shamans.
Yeah, Ryu sees that Lyserg has joined another team, which should have been obvious to him, but he notices it and he's like, "Oh, I'm heartbroken," and like his pompadour like explodes.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually is something I do want to quickly point, because there actually is a scene in this that they skipped those in the manga. Just like, it feels like the first time a bit that they've skipped something this big. And it's like, we see Peyote, like, in Hal's hideout after his loss, like, without his, whole, like, garb on and stuff. So we see his face, and he's just with the, like, guy in the headdress, and he's like, really upset because he lost, because he failed Hal. And the other guy's like, yeah, I failed him too, and, like, when I did, Hal just didn't seem to care at all. Like, he seems really uninvested in whether we actually win or lose for some strange reason.
Well, yeah, because Hal is the one. It doesn't matter about any of them. Hal's the one who has to win.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting little, like, note for that, where it's like, oh yeah, we're getting a bit more, like, nuance to, like, the villains and stuff. And it's like, alright, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I like Hal a little. Like, he's a scumbag and a murderer, but that's like kind of one of the things in this episode they point out. That's why I like him.
Yeah.
Like it like one of his guys is like, they're bad mouthing you, calling you evil and a mass murderer, and Hal's like, yeah, so it's true.
Yeah. Man, in the manga, like, when that guy says that, his eyes bug out so hard, it looks crazy. Like, this is like a moment of pause, and his eyes just, like, explode out of his head as he speaks. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate.
Hello? You appreciate?
Hello?
Yeah, you cut out a little bit.
Hold on, let me do something.
Oh. Like, I get the idea of, like, what you were trying to say. Something like, you appreciate that Hal's, like, just so, like, upfront about it.
I appreciate a villain who's just like, yeah, I'm evil.
Yeah. Just straight up.
It's like, yes, I'm evil and I killed people. Like, are you not aware of this?
Yeah. I should point out there's a little detail in this fight that they skipped over that I actually like a lot, because, like, they may have, like, done cap in the anime, but, like, doesn't work as well. In the manga, like, because it's an effing manga and they control the pace of things, like, The X-Laws are like kind of Lyser just fight like Niles just on his own basically. As soon as the referees like start saying fight, like he gets the F out and then instantly Lyser just attacks and like wrecks them before he finishes the word. So it's like he like basically goes as soon as like physically possible. Just no hesitation.
So the manga more clearly defines just how much just how much stronger Lyserg is now.
Yeah, like it makes him seem way faster when he's like, he's able to like take them out before the word finishes. Or at least start taking them out. Yeah.
Also, as you can see from the image, Lyserg is just dead inside now.
Yeah. He's completely broken. He's like, you know what, like, I can't be a good guy and just play nice with the rest of them. I need to kill these dudes. Not even that, he's just like, I'm doing this. He's like, I'm gonna take these guys out, like, immediately. So he breaks all their, medium stuff. He, breaks Pyramid Man's hat. He breaks the mummy dude's sarcophagus.
Yeah, Lyserg absolutely destroys their mediums for summoning their spirits, so they can't really fight anymore. And just to show that there's still some humanity left in him, he's like, if you surrender now, then we can end this.
Yeah, he grabs the Pharaoh guy, Antum, I think his name is.
Anatel,
yeah. He crushes him with the wire in such a way that he's just bleeding like crazy, and it's really violent looking. And Lyserg's just straight up just surrender now and I won't kill you.
And then they don't, of course, and Lyserg tries to kill him and Morphine stops him.
Yeah. Which I honestly like a lot. It's they have this cool exchange where it's Anatum summons his big oversoul, and it's the effing wings of death to shoot a literal Pharaoh's curse at Lyserg.
Which seems to be working because Morphine refused to kill the guy.
Yeah, Lyserg shoots the wire out, and he's okay, I just have to kill him before his attack lands, which, I mean, he's right. But Morphine's yeah, no, I'd rather save this guy than have you live, basically. Morphine stops the attack and keeps Lyserg from becoming a killer, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not about saving the guy, it's more about stopping her partner from becoming a killer.
Yeah.
Also, I don't understand Yo.
Yeah, I get what Yo's saying, but it's also I don't know. I actually kind of like how Yo handles this, because
I don't. Yo is once he kills somebody, that's the line, that's the point of no return. Oh, hi, Ren.
That bit's a bit Yo. But yeah, Yo's just strip Yo. Everyone's oh, Lyserg's changed so much, and Yo's yeah, but this is what he wants, and I've gotta respect his decision. But also, I
appreciate that bit. It's just the...
Oh, hello, you cut out a bit. Sorry, you cut after I appreciate that bit. Oh, geez, Discord, oh no. Lucky, you here?
Yeah.
It cut out after I appreciate that bit.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's gotta be on your end. Because I thought it might be... I thought it might be FF14 because I had that running in the background, but I turned that off.
Yeah, it would have to be on my end, and I honestly don't know how to fix it, so super sorry about this.
I appreciate that about Yo and how he's oh yeah, let Lyserg do whatever he wants. It's the whole oh, once you kill somebody, there's no turning back. He says standing next to Ren and Triple Love.
Rin, who absolutely has, like, a body count, and Chocolove, who also has a body count, as he
Yeah.
partners with Faust, who has the biggest body count.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rin's just straight up like, you're too, like, optimistic. Once he does it, it's too late.
Yeah. Is Yo's philosophy just, well, they didn't kill anyone after they joined my party?
I guess so. Like, he's like, alright, I guess they've changed, but he's like, like, I can kind of get behind, like, I don't want them to, like, go back to the dark side, but, like, it's fine as long as they've, like, turned a new leaf or whatever.
Well, his wording exactly, or not. Well, I don't know what it exactly is. Good, I don't have the episode up, but he says once you take a life, you've crossed a line or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't matter the time frame in which it happens, or if it was before or after they joined your team, Yo.
Yeah.
Like, murder is murder, but I guess
Yeah.
evil is subjective. So
it's pretty hypocritical, honestly.
yeah,
It's like, murder is bad unless they're, like, friends who actually want to help me and they, like, want to be better people or whatever.
yeah. I do think it's sweet that Yo carries a comb on him just for Ryu.
Yeah, and, like, Anna's just got a hair dryer.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. Like, she's drying his hair out as he's getting his pompadour back.
Okay, I guess I didn't see that part. Yeah, because I know Yo doesn't seem like the kind of guy who carries a comb around on his person, so he has it for reuse specifically. And I don't know, I just kind of thought that was really nice.
Yeah. Also, I won't put out, like, Manta just has a little, like, angel hoodie on. Like, it's got little, like, wings on the back and, like, a halo on the hood, which is very fitting for this episode.
Are they just, like, images of these things, or does it have, like, little wing accessories and a little halo? Like,
no, it's just got little, like, wings printed on the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it'd be weird if he had, like, a hoodie with angel wings on it.
Nah, it's like he didn't, like, get actual, like, fabric or whatever. It's just like an image on the back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I wasn't paying attention to what Manta was wearing. Manta just passes the heck out because he witnessed his first live murder. By the way, Jean murders the entire enemy team.
Oh yeah, straight up. Like, so this big episode is, like, it's mainly a big introduction to, like, Jean after, like, Lyserg's whole, like, deal with, like, morphine.
Yeah, they show off Lyserg's new strength, and then they're like, alright, but here's what we really want to show, and it's the leader of the X-Laws.
Yeah, it's a half-naked little girl who's clearly underage.
She's a god, apparently she's a god-tier shaman.
Yeah, with very conveniently placed long hair, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is definitely a character.
So,
oh boy.
We probably should have explained this. Lyserg and Marco show up to the arena with an Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Just like it's a straight up Iron Maiden, and it's like, oh, the leader of the X-Laws is in that. And then it opens, and it's like, oh, there's actual spikes on the inside of that thing. And she was actually being impaled by it the whole time.
Like, blood just gushes out as soon as they open the doors.
Yeah, like, and there's blood leaking out of her eyes, and like everywhere she was stabbed, and it's like, holy crap.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's way messier in the manga.
Oh, I bet. Jean basically represents like crazy fanatical like adherence to the rules.
Yeah, like, she gives, like, a big speech about how it's like, there are, like, laws in nature that must be, like, obeyed, and how she's gonna, like, bring, like, justice to the world and stuff. But she does it in, like, a cute anime girl way, so it wins over the audience, even though she's, like, standing in an Iron Maiden and, like, bleeding all over the place.
Yeah. This image that Death is using isn't representative of what she looked like when she came out of the thing.
Yeah, like, she comes out super bloody, and she, like, creates armor out of her oversoul somehow, and it, like, heals all her wounds, yeah. So it's
that's how she can stay in the Iron Maiden all the time, is when she comes out of it, her oversoul heals her.
Yeah, like, I'd assume it's, like, keeping her alive while she's in Savage, too, because, like, otherwise, yeah.
This girl's crazy.
Oh, yeah, extremely.
This is, this is, like, justice is a good thing, but this is, like, the trope of justice, like, absolute justice borders on evil.
Yes. I feel like there's one, like, kind of problem out with this, which is, like, a weird sort of, like, thing to complain about, which is that, like, we've already established that Marco in the X-Laws is, like, super strong.
Yeah.
And I feel like her first showing, she doesn't seem nearly as, like, cool or powerful as Marco was, like, immediately. But she's definitely, like, toying with these guys more than anything else.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, the angels are, like, raw power.
Yeah.
This girl, like, she doesn't need something that flashy.
Yeah, like...
How do I explain it?
She wants to torture them before she kills them.
Yeah, that's her whole gimmick.
Just straight up. Like, she wants to make a big show of it before she passes judgment.
Yeah. It's like, I guess the best example I can think of is, like, Goku going Super Saiyan is like a world shaking, like, screaming anger, like, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you until you die form.
Yeah.
But then he gets ultra instinct later in the series, which is like the pinnacle of strength, seemingly. And it's not over exaggerated, like, attacks or screaming or giant energy blasts. It's, I move perfectly, I hit perfectly, every, like, move is calculated and perfect. And it's like, that's the vibe I get from her. It's like a calm power.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Cause, like, my first, like, point of comparison is, like, oh yeah, remember when, like, big guy Bill attacks and, like, all the X-Laws pull out their guns and they all, like, simultaneously impale him with, like, 10 mecha angels at once.
Yeah.
And this is, like... This isn't that. This is like, I'm going to trap you in a cage and, like, make you sit there and listen to, like, my big, like, speech about how right I am, and then I'm going to just, like, chop you apart with a massive axe.
Yeah. That's the thing, is, like, the angels, like, overwhelm and destroy. But she, like, apparently she can do these things from from the inside of her Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Like, she, like, her coming out of that thing was just like a show, I think.
Yeah, like, she basically just comes out of it for, like, a second to give her big speech and stuff and, like, summon her spirit. And, like, Shamash just, like... Okay, so, like, we have this shot of him, and he's, like, becomes this giant, like, crazy, like, oversoul. And the Iron Maiden is, like, inside his, like, hat, and she's just standing it. So she's, like, riding this thing as it, like, chains up, like, Anthem in, like, this medieval torture device. And just, like, keeps him there for a bit before, like, passing judgment on him.
Yeah, she's basically just like, Shamash, what is your judgment? And Shamash goes, death, and then, like, kills him.
Yeah.
Seemingly, when she kills them, they just explode and their body isn't even left behind.
Yeah, seemingly.
Because that's what that shot of the arena looked like. I didn't see any bodies, just blood stains.
Yeah. As far as, like, ghost powers go, that's a pretty strong one.
Yeah. Well, it's because she doesn't even hardly have to do anything. She just summons the torture devices and they're in them.
Yeah, like, there is no fight with this woman.
Yeah, I mean, I highly doubt any of the main characters are going to get killed by her. So, like, if they have to fight her, the entire fight is going to be them avoiding her torture devices, probably.
Yeah, I have to imagine, like, alright, hear me out, right? What if the fight is they have to, like, keep her from being near the Iron Maiden to keep her powers from working or something?
Maybe.
I feel
She
like
might.
that's the only way you can really do it, right? Like,
But when she
that,
was
or you
using,
have how just murder her straight up.
but when she was using her torture devices, like the first one on the Pharaoh guy, uh, she wasn't near her Iron Maiden. She had walked pretty far away from it. Like, I don't think she needs to
True.
be near it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird and ambiguous, because she just appears inside it. And, like, yeah, she has Burzum. And, of course, the Yars are like, oh, how dare you do that? We'll kill you. And they, like, rush her. And she's like, nope. You two, you're also done. And she, like, shoves them in the spiked chairs and, like, she gets, like, the guillotine out. Like, Shamash, like, specifically, like, does his whole, like, judgment on him.
Yeah, she gets back into the Iron Maiden and summons a guillotine to kill one, and then some other thing that I don't remember the name of that like brings down its hands, like crushes them. It looks like.
Yeah, it just brings down its hands on, like, the chest and all the hands of, like, giant spikes on them.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
she gets in the Iron Maiden, and Marco, after they win, Marco just wheels her out. And
Yeah.
Lyserg is still like, he's like, oh man, she's so strong.
Yeah. I feel like that's the big thing, right? Because, like, Lyser can't trust Morphine anymore. Like, Morphine has now become unreliable because sometimes it won't kill. And I feel like this is the point where they look at the group and Lyserg's like, okay, give me an angel. Right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen because that breaks their X laws naming convention.
Yeah. They could have, like, one of their members give Lyserg their angel for a bear or something.
I don't think that really. It's like a pact thing. I don't think that works, or at least I don't.
What?
I don't think that makes sense. If you could just loan your spirit to somebody,
Yeah,
like
maybe.
like sure, Amidamaru could like go help somebody else or whatever, like
Yeah.
but like they wouldn't be able to use his full power.
Like, it's definitely a weird, interesting place, because it's like, alright, like, Lyserg's flying style isn't working anymore, and we're at the point where it's like, it has to change, right?
I guess.
Because, like, unless he, like, brainwashes Morphine or something, it's like,
I was gonna
Morphine's
say
just gonna stop him next time.
he could just completely overpower her like Ren did to Besson.
Oh boy, like, how'd you feel if they, like, went that route, and it's like, okay, Lyserg's just gonna, like, overpower, Morphine, and we have another scene of, like, having to, like, talk justice into the ghost, and they, like, turn against their master again.
I don't know. Look,
Yeah, I feel like they've, like, done that a few too many times at this point.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't think they're gonna have Lyserg cross the line where he actually kills anybody. I think they're gonna like prevent that as many times until his redemption, because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, like, there's no way they're gonna keep him like this. We have to have the Lyserg retrieval arc. Right?
Yeah. Hey, as long as he doesn't end up like Sasuke, like the big like the biggest scumbag of the ninja world.
Yeah.
Like I think Lyserg will be fine.
I feel like there's no way Lyserg could be as bad as Sasuke was, because holy like, do we want to just take a second to, like, go through the war crimes Sasuke commits before they stop him?
I don't know what all of them are. I just know he's got a long list of them.
It's like trying to assassinate all the world leaders, setting off like World War III, basically.
Didn't he kill a crapload of samurai?
Yeah, kills a crapload of samurai, tries to murder Sakura, kills like a bunch of other people in the war.
Almost murders Karin.
Yeah. Effing, like, turns on his allies, does all his, like, horrible stuff. Infant Tsukiyomi happens. Tries to, like, murder all the world leaders again. He does it, like, a second time.
The Infinite Tsukiyomi isn't Sasuke's doing. That was Madara.
Yeah, alright, that's fair. Effing, like, goes up to Naruto and he's like, hey, I really want to kill all the world leaders. Fight me or I'm just actually going to do it. And, like, actively fights to, like, murder the president.
Yeah. Attempts to kill all of the tailed beasts.
Yeah, that's a thing.
He threatens to.
Yeah.
Because he's like, fight me, Naruto.
Yeah, use it without your powers.
Yeah. And something that I think Wooly brought up after he finished playing the Ninja Storm games. And it's like, we can free everybody from the Infinite Tsukuyomi, but it requires the both of us to do a hand sign together. And it's like, Sasuke and Naruto go and have a vicious battle where either one of them could have died, and oops, everybody's stuck in the Infinite Tsukuyomi forever.
Yeah, that also ended really badly.
Like, they both lose an arm. It's like...
Yeah. They get really close to having no arms to do this with.
Yeah, it's like, what? Hey, Sasuke, what if you happened to have blown off Naruto's other arm, too?
What if Naruto died from blood loss from having his arm blown off before you could do the thing?
Whoops. Oh, well, hey, Sasuke, you get to be Hokage, I guess, because you won.
Congrats, you're Hokage in a world of, like, 5 people.
Also, Wooly brought up that it's like, it's stupid that the Hokage is just the strongest guy and not the smartest or, like, most talented.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, Naruto, I guess you're the most powerful ninja in the world, so you get to be Hokage. But first, go back to school and learn all the stuff that you were too stupid for before.
Yeah. To be fair, that's where the council comes in. It's like, alright, yeah, like, you got your Shikamaru for, like, like, strategy ideas, and you have, like, the, like, elders you can, like, consult and all this other stuff, but still not amazing, yeah.
Naruto is the Hidden Leaf Village's nuke.
Yeah, why isn't Shikamaru... Well, I guess Shikamaru will have really wanted it, but, like, Shikamaru really should have been Hokage.
Shikamaru would have been way more...
yeah.
Fitting. That's also an analogy Wooly uses, where it's like, okay, we've decided we gotta kill Sasuke. Who wants to go tell the walking nuke that we came to this decision?
But yeah, like, honestly, to kind of bring it back a bit more, it's like, that's something Shaman King's done, like, a pretty good job of, like, avoiding so far.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they make it very clear, it's like, we're not sending the smartest or most moral person to get the Great Spirit. It's literally just the one guy with the best chance of, like, containing it.
Yeah.
We need the power.
Yeah, the Patch Village doesn't care. It's just like, if you're strong enough, good for you.
You need to prove that you have, like, the actual strength and resolve to even, like, handle this thing without going crazy. And hey, if you're the strongest and most resolvist, then, like, I guess you got it.
Yeah. Also, during the fight, it cuts to Goldva and the other tournament officiants. And she's like, watch this fight closely. This might be our next Shaman King.
Yeah. I mean, she's not wrong. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, Jean is stupid powerful.
Here's my concern, though, right? Because it's like, alright. fight one, like, Jean uses all these tricks, is she just gonna pull out the spike chair again for, like, her next fight, you know?
She'll probably just do whatever works until it doesn't. Keep in mind that, like, she will also have two people backing her up.
Yeah, like, I guess fight 2 we just have, like, Lyserg and Marco handle it, and she'll just be on the sidelines, but it's like, I feel like this is a character that they're not going to be able to do that much with, because, like,
She
she's
just kills everything instantly.
Well, that, and she's also, like, her powers are really gimmicky, and it feels like we've already cycled through most of the major gimmicks, right?
There are more torture devices.
Yeah, true, but it's like, I feel like that's gonna run dry pretty fast, isn't it?
I don't know. There's a lot of historical torture devices.
Yeah. She is, like, just summons, like, a giant war tank, and she's like, no, hold your breath for 30 minutes. As they're dragging, she's like, oh yeah, and now just the axe to execute you. She's just like, just looking through a little, like, history book of torture devices, and she's like, nope, use that one, this one looks neat. You shove spikes into their shoes, and it, like, yeah, that's a good one. She, like, writes it down a little notepad.
Her theme seems to be medieval torture devices.
Yeah. She just runs out medieval torture devices, as to use other torture techniques. It's like,
I guess she is wearing shoes with, like, spikes in them.
Yeah.
Like, she's wearing a bunch of, like, shackles and, like, torture devices, like, already.
Yeah, it's just like the fouls. She's like, oh, what have I not used yet? Here, this feather, yeah, tickle torture. And then you get the axe. And it's like she's looking at the R2 guys, and she's like, wait, crap, what else do I, fuck.
But she just Gamagories herself.
Jeez. It's like, have I used whips yet? Here, yeah, Cav Ninetails, yeah!
Because it seems like part of her whole gimmick is, like, I don't know if self-flagellation is the right term, but, like,
it's definitely a term.
Well, it's like the act of inflicting pain or punishment upon yourself for reasons. I don't know what it is exactly. Heck, I don't even know what it's what faith it is, or that is a thing, or I'm looking it up right now.
I guess it could be, like, pretty much anything, but it's like there's a lot of, like, ties to, I think, like, Christianity or whatever with that. Like, I know that was a thing in, like, was it the Da Vinci Code? I know that was, like, a weird thing, and it's like it comes back up in, like, Berserk, and that was a thing, and I don't know, it's probably a thing. But yeah, like...
Self-flagellation. Act of hitting yourself with a whip as a way to punish yourself or as part of a religious ritual. So it just says it's a religious ritual in general.
just the best quote from Gamagori. The more you hit me, the bigger and harder I become.
I mean, they could have her do that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm building my spirit power to do one big attack.
Yeah, she just, like, magics a whip into your hand and makes you do it to yourself, and that's the torture.
Well, no, because the whole point of the self-flagellation is you do it to yourself.
Yeah, but you, like, puppet someone into it.
I mean, you can make somebody, like, and that doesn't build her power, though.
Yeah. I'll point out that it's like, that's probably, like, why the Iron Man's, like, a thing in the first place, because it's like, like, a sign of her resolve, and that's, like, the level of, like, resolve you kind of need to control, like, a god-level spirit.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Heck, there's a boss in Dark Souls 3 that practices self-flagellation.
Huh.
Like, you walk into the boss room and he's whipping himself with a like a whip.
Interesting.
And then like once he notices you're there, he turns into big bad boss monster mode.
Yeah, alright.
Like it's like a giant dude.
We
He's
should...
like bound to a chair.
Yeah. We should also probably mention at some point that, like, last week we were like, oh, hey, is, like, the guy who controls a bunch of spirits or more, like, stronger than... Yeah, it's like, is Faust stronger than, like, Peyote, because he can control more spirits at once?
Mm.
And now we have Antum, or Anatur, or whatever, Anatel, and he can control, like, 10,000, like, Egyptian slave ghosts at the same time.
Right. Hey, we don't know how powerful that is though, because he gets defeated so fast.
Yeah. Is that a big deal? Is it not? And it seems pretty strong. That's a high number.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. It's an inflated number because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, oh, he's so powerful, so many freaking so many ghosts he can control all at once. There's no way, like he's got to be really strong, and then Gene destroys him in one hit.
Yeah, just go back to this group for a second. It's like we
Or
got
not even Gene Lyserg beats him in one hit.
Yeah. Like we have 10,000 like Egyptian slaves guy. We have effing Pyramid Man, who we actually did see before, like specifically in the manga. Like he has a little pyramid like thing he flies on. Who just apparently has like infinite energy due to pyramid power. And we have like a guy with a mummy, and we don't know what that mummy does.
Never will.
We never learn what it does. I feel like one of these people seems way less impressive than the other two.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're all dead now.
Yeah. So I guess anything else we really want to get into or whatever? How this? How'd you feel with this episode overall?
It was interesting. I'm kind of glad that like they started teasing Lyserg's change to the other team, and then they showed what that was about immediately.
Yeah, I honestly like this one a lot. I think it's like a good villain introduction, but it's also like I don't know. There's like a few rough spots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not many, but like a few, I think.
It's fine for what it is, but also like horrifically contradicting his own ideal.
Yeah.
And like I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like, one thing I can definitely say is that, like, effing Lyserg's theme is great, and I love it. Just the crazy, like, piano theme that just goes on as he just beats dudes, like, instantly in, like, 30 seconds.
I'll take your word for it. I feel like I don't remember it. I kind of feel like if a song is memorable, it would stick out to me, and I don't remember anything about it.
Ah, man, I have to, like, post it in the Discord or something if I can find it. It's pretty good. Like, every time he does something, it's, like, so cool, because that music just works for it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
My issue with the music thing might also be that, like, actually, I don't know. I don't know what it is, because like even with Digimon, where they constantly use like certain themes, I remember, like, of course I remember stuff like Braveheart and like the songs, the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
But then there's like, I guess there's like an evil Digimon theme, and like I don't remember a lot of the themes that they just play as like generic music for fights and stuff.
Yeah, like, and I feel like, outside of the insert songs, Shaman King's soundtrack so far is a bit more memorable. But it's also like, yeah, I totally get what you mean, right? It's like, it's not something you're really like focusing on or anything.
Yeah. And like my metric for like songs that I remember, it's like you might be like, oh, you just remember the songs from Kill la Kill because they play constantly and they have like lyrics and stuff. But
Yeah.
that's not entirely true. I remember every character has like their own theme song.
Yeah, like the themes in Kill la Kill are like ironically great. Like, you have
Yeah.
Gamagori's crazy bagpipes, you have the big like band march,
Yeah.
Like Satsuki's theme is super memorable and iconic.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, because that plays it kind of plays into Satsuki's thing where it's like she's demanding attention that includes for her theme.
Yeah, the big build up.
I don't remember everybody's character theme. Mostly I remember Senegayama, Nonon, wait, is that it?
Kill la Kill's
Obviously
got good music.
Huh?
I said, like, yeah, the point is Kill la Kill's got good music.
Yeah, obviously, Don't Lose Your Way.
Yeah.
I don't remember like Tech Guy. I don't remember his theme, and I don't remember Gamagori's actually.
Man, you don't remember the crazy bagpipes?
I don't.
Man, Gamagori's theme is so weird. It's so weird though. I'll have to like link it. It's like you like look at the character and look at the show, you would never expect it to be associated with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I guess any final thoughts or whatever, or anything you'd want to get into? Hello? You there? Are you coming out?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Alright, I can hear you now.
Okay. Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. I was just gonna say I also remember Niui's theme and what's her face? Satsuki's mom.
Ragyo's theme is so good.
Apparently it's like horribly butchered German, which is hilarious.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's just like the composers made a song and it's like it sounds cool.
Yeah, like it can't always be English.
Yeah.
Can't always be English.
I appreciate that they tried some weird things.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, like I feel like musically, like I kind of wish we got a bit more of like Oversoul, because we're almost halfway through and that's played once.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a surefire way to make me forget a theme is only play it once.
Yeah. Just like
I have no idea what theme you're talking about right now.
Yeah, it's the like insert song that played when Yo like passed his first test and like he like makes an Oversoul for the first time, and I don't remember exactly how it goes, but I remember that was like a thing. I remember liking it.
I don't remember it. I don't specifically remember how the first ending theme sounded, but I remember it being obviously this isn't for like while the show is going, it's the end theme, but it's like I remember it for having the weird thing where it's like this singer sounds like they're like mimicking like Hatsune Miku, like she sounds like a Vocaloid.
Okay, yeah, I remember the first ending now, actually, now that I think of that. Yeah. Where it's like Anna's like singing the song.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a voice actress or anything, but it's like, yeah, they got her mouth flat, like her lip sync moving as if she's singing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, whoever the singer is for that song is really good.
Yeah. Man, I liked ending 1. I think like the ending 2 theme is like a bit more memorable though, right? And maybe that's because we're like currently in the middle of it.
Like I said, I don't actually remember how the first one sounded. I don't remember how the second one sounds either because I usually skip the ending.
Oh man.
Because it's like, okay, I'm done watching the episode. Now I need to get ready for the podcast. Or
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Play a game or something.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, ending 2, it's just straight up like John's backstory. Or Jean's backstory, I guess.
Oh yeah, she does appear during the ending.
Yeah, it's like her, running around and stuff, and she like finds Shamash.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about all I had to say about this episode.
Alright, guess
other shows' musical themes.
Yeah, I feel like we'll probably have more to say about that as like it goes on, right? I don't know, probably. But yes.
I'm very passionate about music, but I don't know. I'm not educated in it or anything.
Yeah, like if stuff sounds good, it sticks with you. I think is like, yeah. That's the metric we're going by. So yeah, see you guys around.
Yep. Later.